My name is Pritam Steiner, and today I'll be sharing with you my interview with Dr. Elizabeth Cooper. Dr. Cooper stands out vividly in my memory as a teacher who emphasizes whole person care. The focus of this interview will revolve around Dr. Cooper's implementation of the Quality and Safety Officer role at the University of San Francisco School of Nursing.
I don't define leadership as a formal role. It's more a personal thing. I mean, I do think there are formal roles of leadership, and often they're not really leaders. But if you ask me what I think leadership is, it is somebody who is trying to make a change, trying to make a cultural change.
4 years ago, Dr. Cooper created this innovative position of Quality and Safety Officer because faculty was not involved in error reporting. After attending a QSIN conference, she was inspired to change the culture of error reporting at the educational level. Her proposal was well received, and the QSO role began to evolve. The goal of this position is to increase transparency in the School of Nursing, to change the culture of safety reporting, and to prepare students to enter the complex healthcare system upon graduation. USF's values reflect Jesuit principles of having the freedom to pursue truth, learning as a social activity rather than a competitive exercise, academic excellence as a standard of teaching and learning, and most importantly, creating a culture of service that respects the dignity of every person. So how does the role of the QSO align with USF's core values?
You know, we're at a Jesuit university, and there are a lot of core values that we are trying to have, but the main one that fits with the QSO is about dignity of everyone and being truthful. And so in our role, if you're not truthful about your errors or about the near misses, you haven't met our mission.
Initially, most errors were reported only to clinical instructors, and other faculty members were unaware of the patterns leading up to errors. Learning opportunities through root cause analyses were also not occurring. Over the past 4 years, USF has transitioned to a formal error reporting process in which information is collected and processed by Dr. Cooper and then presented to students and faculty as a learning opportunity. Students, instructors, and staff nurses all have a fear of failure and judgment, and oftentimes don't realize that true errors have occurred. So either errors are not being reported at all, or they are being reported falsely as near-miss incidences. More often than not, instructors are involved in student errors, and sometimes don't provide the names of students when they are involved in errors.
Because they felt so responsible for the error themselves. And I understand that as an instructor, but the reality is then that opportunity for that student to actually learn from that error was totally taken away.
CNLs have a great advantage in influencing change at the microsystem level. CNLs are taught to look at the big picture. This direct communication between the interdisciplinary team, the patients, and the policy stakeholders is what creates an environment in which all voices are heard and valued. CNLs must exude and inspire integrity. It is these characteristics that allow CNLs to take ownership of their own mistakes, as well as encourage others to take responsibility for theirs. And because of this system's outlook and the relationships CNLs build with their colleagues, it's best if root cause analyses are led by CNLs, as they'll maintain a just and understanding viewpoint of issues occurring within particular microsystems.
The reality is whatever errors our students are making, their nurses are making them also. And I think if we could actually work as a team, it could impact healthcare.
Dr. Cooper holds conferences at USF and at affiliate hospitals in which students are completing their clinical rotations. It is these collaborations that will lead to enhanced patient outcomes and changes in healthcare. We do have a long way to go, but students are becoming much more aware of the importance of error reporting and how it affects quality care and safety of patients. These implementations at the university level enable students to enter the workforce and ultimately change the culture of error reporting within their future work environments. The following leadership themes are just some of many that Dr. Cooper embodies. Dr. Cooper's personal vision of changing the culture of error reporting has not only become part of USF, but is also being adopted by other healthcare organizations and educational institutions. By creating the self-defined QSO role and implementing structured reporting tools, Dr. Cooper has deviated from old ways of error reporting. She's also adapted to chaos by finding hidden order within the unpredictable nature of error reporting. These implementations have led to complex results regarding student and patient safety. Coevolution is an area that Dr. Cooper has enhanced at USF because of her keen ability to create and maintain interpersonal relationships with students, staff, and USF affiliate hospitals. Lastly, Dr. Cooper has a strong sense of emotional intelligence in which she is both aware of and able to manage personal as well as social relationships. By empathizing with students and creating a blame-free environment in which students are able to overcome the feelings associated with making mistakes, she's been able to drive emotionally challenging situations in a positive direction. So why is Dr. Cooper a true leader, and why is the QSO integral to nursing? Dr. Cooper transferred the need for transparency and error reporting to the educational level. USF is now able to continuously review and reflect on information gathered in order to enhance education to nursing students and in turn increase quality care to patients. Because the clinical microsystem involves providers at many different levels of care and provides direct patient care, it is extremely susceptible and vulnerable to safety issues. Dr. Cooper's implementation of root cause analysis meetings allow for a better understanding of microsystems and the barriers faced within when reporting errors. It is the responsibility of a CNL to foster an environment in which patient safety and staff morale is maximized. Dr. Cooper has enhanced the culture of error reporting at USF by creating a blame-free environment in which students feel comfortable reporting their mistakes. Dr. Cooper reminds students of their values as they relate to USF's Jesuit principles. Integrity and dignity are what guide students in becoming better individuals as well as nurses. Dr. Cooper's vision remains on recognizing problems and implementing changes. Even though there is a long way to go, the last 4 years have proven to be effective and are definitely a stepping stone to changing the culture of error reporting within the greater healthcare system. I encourage you all to embody leadership qualities where learning, responsibility, and integrity are central. These qualities will allow us, as clinical nurse leaders, to steward and effect positive changes in our current healthcare system.